Aries, welcome back to Peace and Carmen. I'm Carmen. This is your September tarot reading for the month. So, I want to give a huge shout out to my next door neighbor, Sarah. She's a psychic medium, and she allowed us to use some of her oracle cards for the next couple months. So we're going to be showcasing a few of decks of hers. This month is going to be the Goddess Guidance oracle cards. So I'm going to post her Twitter up here, so you can follow her and send her a little thank you for giving us some oracle wisdom this month. So let's see what we got for you, Aries. We already got a couple cards coming down. All right. We got the Lovers. Well, that's awesome. The Lovers. And we got the Page of Cups. Let's see. I want it so you can see the spread a little bit. Let's see if we can get some more cards coming out here. Ooh, I am just super tired today. We got Four of Cups. All right. Oh. I'll finish the, I'll at least finish the line before I start talking. Maybe. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Was there one backwards? I thought maybe there was. Maybe not. All right. We got the Death card. Some Scorpio showing up in your reading. Six of Wands in reverse. We got the Chariot. The Moon. And the Eight of Cups. All right, Aries. So, immediately, I'm seeing that if you are in a relationship right now, or if you are single, and love is on its way, that is without a doubt. If you are a single Aries, there is going to be a love offer. If you're in a relationship right now, your partner is going to be trying to show you and express their love to you even more. There's going to be, they're trying to give you a gift of love. Regardless if you're single or if you're in this relationship, I feel like we might not even notice this gift, Aries. Oh, I feel like, this person is trying to show you just how dearly they do care for you and they do love you. And it seems like we're a little bit distracted. It feels like we're a little bit in our emotions with the Moon card right underneath the Four of Cups. I think that we're just a little bit emotional. And I think that there might be some change going on within your life outside of your relationship, and I think that might be adding to some of the distraction. I think right now that we're focused on many other things, and this love offer is just not, that's not the first thing that's on your mind right now. It's like, okay, thank you, I'll get to you when I have time. Yeah. But they are really going to be trying to show you. They're really going to be trying to show you. But for some reason, they're not getting the recognition that they would want from you. They feel like they're giving you this grand gesture. They're like, hey, here's my love, bestowing it on you. And when your reaction is very minimum, and it's not what they're expecting, they're going to be a little, they're going to be a little, like, I don't want to say salty, but I think it might hurt their feelings, and they're not going to tell you it's going to hurt their feelings. They're not going to say it out loud, but I think that their feelings might be hurt. I think their ego gets hurt, because in their head, they're thinking that they're thinking, like, there's nothing more that you could want more than their love. Like, and there isn't anything more that you would want. It's just that there's so much else going on. There's so many other things on your plate right now that that's just not the first thing on your mind. Yeah, they really do think that this offer that they're giving you is going to be an extremely big, grand gesture. And for some reason, I just don't think that it's actually that big, honestly. I think they feel like it is a big, grand gesture, but in reality, like, it's really not a huge thing. Like, it just seems like that's just, like, a normal thing. And I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. My cat, I hear, like, scratching and stuff, and I'm trying to make sure that she's not she has some anal gland issues, and so I'm just hoping that she's doing okay. So I'm sorry if you see me looking back and forth, but so yeah, it just doesn't seem to be this big grand gesture like they think it's going to be. And then when you're not just head over heels falling over for this grand gesture, they get hurt. They get hurt, and I think it hurts them more than what appears to be the case. I think that you might not even notice their hurt. I think that they're not going to actively express this hurt to you. I think that it's going to be subtle. I think internal, and the little things that they notice if there is a slight shift in their energy. Because if this slight shift is like starting to back off, starting to retreat a little bit, you might have missed their gesture. They gave you a gesture and you missed it. And they're reacting from that in a subtle way, but I don't think that they're going to actively express it to you. Poor guy. Or girl. Honestly, the gesture just wasn't loud. It wasn't a loud gesture. In their head, they thought it was going to be a grand thing, and it just wasn't. So it's not your fault that you didn't miss it, that you missed it, Aries. It's really not. I don't think many people would have noticed. But now that you know that they are going to be giving you this offering, and if you're single, perhaps just being like, trying to subtly say that they like you and you just don't calculate that and it hurts them. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying before that. I know I was saying something. Yeah. Oh, now that you know that it is coming, now that you know that there is going to be a grand gesture on the way, you can be prepared. So that's good, at least. We have Temperance. We got the Chariot. We'll grab out a few more. Oh. We got Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they're definitely not going to actively say something to you. I think it's going to show in a little passive aggressiveness. But their hurt's going to be there. In their head, they're fighting with you, and in your head, you don't know what's happening. Because they're not, Ace of Swords in reverse. Because you had absolutely no idea. You had absolutely no idea. This is no one's fault. Okay, all right. Lots of cards wanted to come out. All right. Oops. All right, so we got the Tower in reverse. Ooh, this is going to be a big deal to them. King of Swords in reverse. Aries. You got to be prepared. This is a warning to you. Be prepared that they're going to try. This is going to be bigger than what you think it's going to be. This is going to be much bigger than what it should be, okay? They're going to react in a much bigger way than what they should be acting, but it's going to affect them. This is going to be a moment for them, okay? When they are trying to show you how much they love you in this gesture and you just don't notice it, and perhaps the way that you responded was a way that actually, like, it killed a little part of them, Aries. It killed a little part of them. It was a big deal. It was a big deal to them. But honestly, I think you were just too busy with life. I think life was just happening. You're just doing all the things that you had all these other things that you had to get done. And I think the time that they did it was very poor. I think that they knew that you had other things that you were working on, other things that you were waiting for. And they really chose a really poor time to do this. They're overreacting to it, but the overreaction is because of how much it hurt them. It did hurt them. We got the Seven of Swords in reverse. We got the Hermit. We got Eight of Wands. This is happening quickly. King of Wands in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. It really seemed like, Aries, you were focused on your path. You really were. You were focused on the job, on your new goals that you're trying to achieve. You're focused on getting things done. I think right now, with all the chaos going on in the world right now, which there's a lot, we know that, it is, that's distracting you. I think that was distracting you as well. I think that through that stress, there was time where you just needed to seclude yourself. You needed to hibernate a little bit with this Hermit. You needed to be with yourself to recoup, get your energy back. And when it was in this time of your self-isolation, in this time of your self-reflection, and this time that you're worried about you, honestly, you're worried about the things that you got to get done, Aries. You're worried about your emotions and how you're feeling at the time. And that's the time that they decided that they wanted to give this grand gesture to you. They didn't realize how distracted you were. That's the thing. There's a miscommunication. There's a miscommunication between parties. They did not see. They didn't see that in your head, you had 16,000 things going on, 16,000 thoughts. They just didn't realize it. And I think it's more of their ego that it was their ego that got knocked. And I feel like they're going to start doubting themselves. I think they're going to start doubting how much that you actually love them. They're going to start doubting if you're attracted to them still, or if you are attracted to them at all, if this is a new person coming in, if you still see them the way that you saw them before. Their reaction is so it's so emotional, and that's why it's so quick. It was just like do. It was like they were just expecting a reaction from you, a response, and You didn't give it to them. And they're just so hurt by that, Aries. And I feel like, oh my gosh, it just seems like there's just such a lack of, you guys aren't on the same page right now. It's like you guys are in two different books, honestly. Like, and you don't even notice how much they're in their head after this point. Be aware. Be aware of those little changes within them. Maybe do a kind gesture to them later on in the month in return and try to smooth over this process. Let me grab my hoodoo deck. I just need to, they're telling me to look at this Nine of Cups more. They don't want you to be worried about anything else but them. And it's their ego. It's their ego talking. They want you to give up all that you were thinking about now and focus on them. And I think that that's why this emotional reaction is happening, because they really want you to they want you to completely let go of that stuff in order to focus on your relationship. Okay, did you want to come out? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna take them. These are too many. I'm gonna put this back in too. If they want to come out, they'll come out. Do you want me to take these? If they want to come out, they'll come out. I'm putting them back. I'm taking them. I take it back. For some reason, they're just like, yeah, just take them. I take it back. I've only been taking a couple cards from the Hoodoo Tarot because this is a new tarot deck and I have to look up a lot of the things, but for some reason, they're just saying take these. So, I'm taking them. All right. We got the John Horse in reverse. Nine of Coins in reverse. Nine of Wands. Ten of Sticks. And Three of Baskets. All right. I'm going to have to look up this John Horse. I really do absolutely love this tarot deck. And it gives you really great prompts of things to consider, which I really appreciate, but it also gives the herbs for each card of what herb goes best with these cards. So maybe if it doesn't take too long, I'll look up all these so you can know the herbs. Where is John Horse? I am sleepy today, guys, so forgive me. I'm trying to find this one. I want page by page. You guys see me go page by page. I don't know how I missed it. Oh, here we go. John Horse. Oh, it's the Emperor. Okay, so you're showing up in your own reading, Aries. All right, so John Horse. Things to consider here. Your plant is cypress. So if you are doing anything with herbs, which with this Ten of Sticks coming up, I feel like you might be. And it might be a good idea for you, probably to help you get outside of your head a little bit, because it does seem like you are in your head. And for some reason, I do think that has something involved with the collective consciousness. I think that with everything going on, that has made you kind of retreat a little bit. So, John Horse in reverse. Things to consider. Effective leadership requires wise counsel and up-to-date information. Are you following the right leaders or elders at this stage in your journey? What does lineage mean to you? Do you know yours? How do you protect yourself from attack? Get organized, focused, or prepared for certain defeat. Does this plan have a solid foundation? Do you have a problem with authority for its own sake? The law is on its way. The system. Stick to your regimen for best results. If you value comfort over security, things are about to get really uncomfortable. Stop whining and fight. Every Indian wants to be the chief. What does your father/father figure have to say about that? Okay. So, in most of my readings, the Two of Swords, or the Two of Knives, which is the Two of Swords in the typical tarot, had come up. So, this is referring to everything that is going on. I do think that there is going to be, it's already chaotic. There's a lot of pain going on as is right now, but I don't think it's done. I think through this month, it's going to progress. And it is going to cause for opposition. It's going to cause for fighting. And this has got you in your feels. This has got you in your feels. All right. For some reason, yeah, 9 of Coins. I'm just going to look it up for the sake of it. It's just telling me to look it up, so I am. Your plant is golden seal for that card. In the negative, financial setbacks, hustlers, pretending to care about others for financial gain. People's society considers low class. Vulgar behavior, shopaholics, keep up with the Joneses, maxing out credit cards, shallowness, unethical social climbers, snobs, and people who are obsessed with material things and status. Okay. I don't think that that's you, Aries. I think that that is also the situation going on right now. Especially when it is saying, pretending to care about others for financial gain, things like that. I do think that you might be seeing that around. And perhaps this could be you, Aries. Perhaps you are maybe posting things about the social injustices in order to receive material gains, where it's not genuine. But I also don't feel like that's the case, especially with all of, hi Macy, she just walks on through, especially because that you are in your feels about this situation. Perhaps this is your partner. Perhaps this is the other person that's not actually feeling as, as devoted to this cause as you are. Because this is actually troubling you, Aries. But this person, they're troubled by you being distracted by this. So, yeah, there's that. We got the 9 of Knives. Your plant is lavender there. Oh, we need calming. We need calming, Aries. So, renewed hope. The end of suffering. The worst being over. Good news. Seeking help for depression and anxieties and letting go. You needed this. I think the situation is actually making you depressed, Aries. And I do think that that's why we might not be able to receive that love like you used to. And yes, it hurts them, but I think it is because of a little bit of depression. I think that you are sad. And for some reason, I really do think that this is about the societal things. There might be other things going on, Aries, but I do think that this has a lot to do with the collective consciousness. I think that is making you sad. I think that it is making you depressed. I think that you're fighting in with a lot of people. I think that you're used to being the leader. You do know how to, you want people to follow you. But instead of these people following you right now, they're opposing you. And they're opposing you on the wrong side. And that's troubling for you. It's troubling. All right, 10 of Sticks. Loads being lifted. There is renewed hope. Okay. With the nine of knives, 10 of Sticks, there is renewed hope. Okay. And Bay Starvine is your plant. So if you please do some root work. Please do some root work, Aries, because I think that you need it. I think that you're going to need some of this because I do think that there is just a lingering form of sadness over you, a little bit of depression. Be patient. This journey is a tough one, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? Loads being lifted. Knowing when to ask for help. Learning to delegate responsibilities. Focusing more on self-care. Taking a day off. And I think that you're going to do that. I think with this Hermit, you are going to try to stay in a little bit. You're going to probably get off of social media. You're probably going to, you're going to retreat. And I think that's good. I think that is good for your mental health. I think you need to. I think that that is good for you. Sweetgrass is your plant for the 3 of Baskets, okay? Parties, reunion, good fortune, hobbies, plenty, renewed health, collaboration, spending time with friends, and team players. All right, so this depression is not going to last. Your sadness, this you being distracted by everything that's happening, this is not going to last, Aries, and thank goodness, okay? This is a temporary situation. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. We don't want you so sad. So sad that we can't notice our love that just wants to, they just want to show you that they love you. I think that they sense that you are sad, that you're not the same right now. They sense that, and that's why they're trying to give you this gift. And when you don't notice it, and it really hits them too hard. It hits them too hard, and it's not your fault. You're in a depressive episode right now. It's not your fault, Aries. But it does affect them. So make sure you're doing your self-care because it is affecting not just you, but the people around you. All right. And leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. All right. These are those oracle cards that my neighbor Sarah gave to me. Shout out to Sarah. Make sure you go follow her on Twitter after this video. All right. Aphrodite. This is another one that came up a couple times. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Take some time for that self-care, Aries, okay? Take some self-care time. It is important this month. It is so important this month. Don't let this depression overwhelm you. This needs to be a temporary situation. It's supposed to be temporary. This doesn't need to last longer than the month, okay? It does not need to last longer than this month. Make sure that do some root work. Do some time. Ooh, we got 2 coming out. All right. Take some time for yourself. All right. So we got inner wisdom, Athena. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. All right? You do know. You're a natural born leader, Aries. You're natural at this. You do know. I'm going to put this here. Move these down. You know exactly what you need to do. When you start to see this person retreating back themselves and behaving a little passive-aggressively to you, instead of getting deeper into your feelings, we know that that's not the best way to handle this situation. You know that they are not going to respond well to that, especially if they're already being hurt. They are hurt deeply. That is why they're acting like that. Don't take it personally. Nimtona, sacred space. Create an altar and visit a power place to connect with the divine. Root work, self-care. They're going to guide you through this. You have spirits that have your back. You're never alone, even when it feels like we might be. You're never alone. You have show the spirits that you stand with them, and they will show you that they stand with you. All right, Aries. That's what I have for you this month. I hope that this helps guide you through the month. I hope this makes it a little bit easier. I think that you're going to be able to take that appropriate action, like it's saying. Take that appropriate action through this now that we know what to be anticipating. Know that that there might be emotions going on in the relationship and with yourself. So act accordingly, which I know you will. All right, Aries. I'm sending you all the love. I'm sending you all the strength. I hope your partner lets go of some of this. Show them that you still appreciate them, that you still see them the same way that you used to. Because it's just the ego hit for them. That's all. So just boost that ego back up for them, and they'll be fine. All right? Thank you, Aries. I love you. I'll see you next month. Bye.